Hi guys, welcome to our ValZenDen. My name is Valerie. Today we're going to be talking about the new collection from Lacquer. Before I show you guys all of that, I just wanted to let you guys know that I tried my best to make this makeup look like as pretty as possible. I'm actually wearing the little pearls that come in the nail charms that I will show you guys in a couple of minutes. So yeah, I tried to like make it look kind of like Euphoria inspired, but I don't know how I feel about them. Let me know what you think. The image I had in my head was gonna be completely different looking, but I'm kind of happy with it. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Let's just jump into it. Okay, so I have to show you guys the beautiful packaging that it came in. I showed you guys kind of in the first impressions video. I can't post it on my reels because they only give me like 30 seconds or something like that, like 60 seconds, and my reels are like 90 seconds long. So if you guys want to go check them out, you can go to my Instagram, and I also have them on my TikTok. But I am so in love with the packaging. It is stunning, so freaking beautiful. And then this is the back. It is so soft. I am obsessed. I think it's one of my favorite ones that they've ever done. On the top, I don't know if you guys can see, it just says Lacquer, and in the bottom it shows more information. I had to go run and look for the little paper that comes in the packaging because I honestly thought that I had thrown away by mistake, or like the packaging itself, but I found it and this is what it looks like. Absolutely obsessed. Like I said, this is one of my favorite designs that they've ever done. And then this is the back side. So let me just go ahead and show you guys all the polishes. Okay, so the first polish we have here is called Message in a Bottle. Okay, so Message in a Bottle is described as a creamy off-white with soft gray and green undertones. To be honest, when I first opened the packaging, and this was actually the first polish that I saw, just from a first glance at it, I honestly thought it was just a white polish. The more I looked at it and I looked at the description and just like the images that they were showing on Instagram, I realized that it was actually not totally white. Once I found out that it wasn't totally white and more of a grayish green, I was like, okay, this is a really cool polish and something we definitely do not have in Lacquer, so I really appreciate that. So the first one that I compare it to is Head in the Clouds, and this time I did do like only 2 layers because I didn't want you guys to see how kind of transparent and milky it is. That's when I realized that this is not like a white polish at all. And then afterwards on my thumb I did compare it to Paper Snow, which is like a super thick creme white polish. The third one that I compared it to is Peppermint Patty, and just because it is like a very like light pastel-y green, I did want to give you guys like kind of a reference of if they were to like elevate the depth of Message in a Bottle, it would look more, you know, more greeny. And then the last one that I compared it to was Secret Garden, just because in my head, once I found out it was like a gray green kind of polish, I wanted to compare it to either Secret Garden or Cold Turkey, but Cold Turkey is way too dark, so I went ahead and compared it to Secret Garden. And it's kind of crazy because to me Secret Garden is like a light green and it makes it look so dark in this comparison, so it is wild to me. So yeah, I think out of all the polishes, this is probably the most unique, and I don't think it should be underrated. It is very beautiful. Okay, so the next polish we have here is beautiful. This one is called Are Mermaids Not Sweet? Are Mermaids Not Sweet is described as a green blue hollow with a slight golden shift and shimmer. I honestly forgot where this quote came from, and until Kathleen mentioned it, that's from Peter Pan. I was so obsessed with that Peter Pan movie, so it just threw me back to Peter Pan, which I definitely have to watch again. I honestly, from the get-go, I'm like, this is like the most beautiful hollow I've ever seen. Like the description says, it's like the perfect combination of a blue and green hollow kind of thing. And then when I applied it, I'm just like, oh my god, I just want to go to Disney World and just have this all over my nails. It is so beautiful. But the first one I compared it to is Cold Turkey. To be honest, this polish is like the hollow version of Cold Turkey, even though I think Cold Turkey might be a little bit darker, but it is such a beautiful comparison, and you guys could totally rock a beautiful mani with both of these polishes. The other one that I compared it to is Secret Garden. So honestly, I feel like it is a combination of Secret Garden and Cold Turkey turned into a hollow, if that makes any sense. It is so beautiful, and I love this trio. Like definitely such a beautiful like monochromatic look happening. The next one that I compared it to is Wish Bear. It is very light, but I feel like it kind of has like some type of undertone that just reminded me of Wish Bear, so I just had to put it in there. I guess it was like the lighter shimmers that reminded me of Wish Bear. And then at the end, obviously I had to compare it to Big Fish, even though in my head I'm like, they're nothing alike because Big Fish is like a true blue polish, but I wanted you guys to see how completely completely different they were. Our Mermaid's Not Sweet is obviously more of a teal hollow, and Big Fish is just like a blue hollow. Okay, so the next one we have here is called So Long Loverboy. This whole collection came out at such a perfect time. It is mind-blowing to me. And then they mentioned it in their live chat that it was just coincidence. So I thought that was hilarious. So Long Loverboy is described as a purple opalescent with blue shift. I know so many people are obsessed with this polish, and me too. Like, you guys know that I'm not like a super pink person. If you guys see my reaction video on my Instagram or my TikTok, you guys will see that this color just took me by surprise, and I'm like, this is so beautiful and like such a fun color, especially for the summer. And I was surprised of how much I actually liked it. So if you guys are seeing the comparisons, I knew, no matter how much I knew it was not similar, I knew I had to do Mean Girl, because so many of you guys would probably want me to do it, and you guys can totally see how completely different they are. I know unfortunately you guys can't get Mean Girl, but if you do have Mean Girl and you want to get So Long Loverboy, they are so different. If you like that kind of opalescent bluey kind of shift, like a pearly kind of finish, you definitely need So Long Loverboy. The next one that I compared it to is Dear Diary. Automatically, I'm like, this is going to be one of the more close comparisons because they are so similar. I think So Long Loverboy is a bit more purple than Dear Diary, but they are just so similar. Let me know what you guys think. And I did have to do We Go Together. They are very different, but I felt like it was worth it because they have just like a little bit of something. I don't know what it is, but they have something similar. I hope this reference helps you guys out. At the end, I did go for Polyville, but I was totally debating doing Skip It, but it turned out that Skip It is like a lot darker, so I thought Polyville was like a good in between. Even though if you guys are seeing the comparisons, they are so different, but there's something about Polyville that just reminded me of So Long Loverboy. So like I said, I hope this reference helps you guys out. Okay, and the very last one in the collection is called Eat My Bubbles. Eat My Bubbles is described as an iridescent topper with pink and blue shimmer. I love toppers. As a shimmery, glittery, loving type of person, I love putting these toppers on top of like every polish that I could possibly put on. So I was super happy to see this polish come in. I just thought it was such a beautiful like iridescent polish. So just like Mean Girl with So Long Loverboy, I automatically knew that you guys would want me to compare this to Clara because it is like a blue shifty kind of thing. I mean, obviously you guys know Clara is like a white based polish, but they do have like kind of a similar blue shift, but they are obviously super different. I guess if you want to make Clara more shimmery, then definitely add this one to the top, and I just feel like that would be so beautiful. If you guys do it, let me know. Okay, so the next one I compared it to is Voulez-Vous, and I just thought that like the shimmeriness was very similar to Voulez-Vous. I know it might be a little bit hard to tell in the picture, but Voulez-Vous to me has like a pinky blue shimmery shift. And also like with Clara, I feel like adding Eat My Bubbles to this one would look so beautiful. So the fourth one that I compared it to is I'll Be Seeing You. I'll Be Seeing You has like little chunks of, I don't know what it is, but they are like a pinkish kind of chunky thing. The iridescentness, the shimmeriness is definitely similar. It's like a bluey thing, but Eat My Bubbles definitely has more of a pinky shift. And then at the very end, I compared it to Here Comes the Sun because it is like one of our other toppers. It just goes to show how much more of a warm tone Here Comes the Sun is. It just has like, to me, it's like greeny, yellowy kind of thing. I almost did compare it to City of Stars, but I don't know if you guys know this, my City of Stars actually came broken. So now that they have like a restock, I'm gonna try to purchase another, like a good one. And I didn't do it also because I feel like City of Stars is so thick compared to Eat My Bubbles that they are just like not even the same. I felt like even Voulez-Vous had more similarity than City of Stars, but I'm sorry if you guys wanted me to compare that one. I just didn't think they were like super similar at all. Okay, before we end this video, I am going to show you guys the nail charms. So I'm gonna show you guys like from the outside because I'm gonna try to open it, but let's see how that goes. So like I said, I did use a bunch on my eyes. So all of these little pearls, they're meant for your nails. I mean, obviously you can use them however you like. So most of the nail charms that are here are gonna be the actual shells and all of that. I really hope you can see it. I don't know if I did such a great time last time, but maybe now that I'm here, I will post. Let me move to the side again. I'm gonna post a close-up from Lacquer's actual like website, like a professional picture, so hopefully it's here. But I did want to show you guys something very interesting if you guys are gonna purchase these charms. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the top and just pour it on top. Okay, I am gonna emphasize on how careful you need to be when you do this, because this could go so wrong, and I wouldn't want you guys to lose all of your nail charms. So I don't know if you guys can see, there is like a very thin white cap inside of your charms. So what I'm gonna do is try my best to do this on camera. I'm going to try to take it off because there's a surprise in the bottom. I suggest doing this on a table and maybe not doing it like in the air like me, just placing it on the table and, you know, just doing it very patiently. Once I'm able to kind of crack it open, I go around little by little so it all starts coming off, and then look, it came off, and there's a surprise million more little charms underneath. How freaking cool is that? I love that it just protects them all. So definitely check it out. It is a cool little, you know, little way to store more of your nail charms. Okay, so before we end this video, I am gonna do my ranking, which I am kind of dreading. I know I say that about every single collection, but if I don't like a polish, I will let you know, okay? But so far, I love them. They're so pretty. Okay, like I always say, my last place is not because I hate it. I just know that I will probably use it the least. So my number 4 is gonna have to be Message in a Bottle. I feel so bad because I was raving about how unique this polish is to Lights Lacquer. If you guys didn't know, I do polls on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram where you guys can vote on my next polish for me, because I have so many polishes that I want to like use them all. So that is like the perfect chance for me to use them as much as I can, and it gives you guys the option to choose for me. So I probably will put this maybe in the white section. I don't even know. I am looking forward to using this, so don't get me wrong, but it is a very interesting polish. So if you guys like very light, almost white kind of polishes, I definitely recommend this one. All right, my number 3 is gonna have to be Eat My Bubbles. I just love this one because I could see myself throwing this on top of so many different polishes. Even on the collection itself, I could see myself honestly pairing these two up. These would be so pretty on top of each other. It would give this one so much more life. I love Eat My Bubbles. I love the name. It is so freaking cute. All right, so my number 2, I know this is like a super fan favorite, but my number 2 is gonna have to be So Long Loverboy. I am still surprised of how much I like this one, but it is such a cool polish, and in my pictures I do always add like 1,000 layers, but with 1 or 2 I feel like this one would look so freaking cool. And my number 1 obviously is gonna have to be the beautiful Are Mermaids Not Sweet. I'm just obsessed with this polish. It is the most beautiful thing ever. I'm so glad we have another holo in the family. Before we forget, I wanted you guys to tell me if I'm crazy or not, but these two literally remind me of the Little Mermaid. So this is like her shells, like her little bustier, and then this is her tail. Like, doesn't that kind of remind you of that? I think that is so clever and so pretty. Maybe I'm just making it up, but that is what it reminds me of. All right guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my comparisons and my swatches. I'm really happy when you guys tell me that they help you out. That is the reason why I do it, so thank you guys so much for letting me know. I love you guys so much. I get so happy when you guys comment on my video, on my Instagram, when you guys DM me. Like, I am so happy to always talk to you guys, so thank you guys so much for your support. It means the world to me. And if you guys didn't know, I have a link and a code with Lights Lacquer, so I would highly appreciate you guys using my code. It means the world to me, and it helps me out more than you could possibly imagine. I hope you guys have a beautiful week, a beautiful weekend, and I will see you guys on the next one.